Owning land is a dream for many, but achieving it often comes with challenges. We've all had the stories or faced the heartache of land scams. So, how are you making sure your investment is safe? If you're thinking about buying land in Kenya, this is for you. We'll look at the common scams and most importantly show you how to steer clear of them.
In Kenya, land is more than property. It's history, identity, and inheritance. A legacy passed down generations, yet also a battleground for greed and deception. For every successful land deal, there is a nightmare. Fake documents, double allocations, ruthless fraudsters, and families left in ruin. So how do you protect yourself? How do you buy land in Kenya without getting scammed? It all begins with knowledge, because here, not all land is owned the same, and not all land deals are what they seem.
We have freehold ownership and also leasehold ownership. So when you talk about freehold ownership, we have an absolute owner for an indefinite period of time, meaning forever. But for leasehold ownership, it's for a definite period. So you take a lease for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, 30 years, and even 99 years.
Before you sign, before you pay, dig deeper. Land isn't just soil. It has a story. That story is written in a single document that can save you or sink you: the green card.
A green card has the history of the parcel of the land. So everything that has ever been done to a piece of land, if you took a loan, it will be the green card. If property was also subdivided, it will also be in the green card.
Search can be conducted through online search or a manual search. A manual search is whereby you go to the nearby registry where you are purchasing the land and provide the original title and the KRA PIN and the ID for them to confirm to you the legal owner of the title and if the title has any encumbrance. And for the online search is whereby you log in to the Artisasa portal and fill in the title details, and it will generate and give you a report regarding the title. So due diligence helps you to know basically the history of the property that you're buying.
When you look at the title document, it's divided into three main sections. There's a property section, there's a proprietorship section, and there's the encumbrance section. An encumbrance basically means a burden or a problem. Like for instance, a charge. A charge is when you've gone to borrow a loan. Then those details will be included in the encumbrance section. All these things have to be in a title deed. So if you've been brought a document that only has two, of course you know that's a forged document. If you've been brought a document that does not actually accurately capture the details in the proprietorship section, like who's the proprietor, then you know there is an issue with that land. If you've been brought a document that has not been executed down there, then you actually also know that that is a false document.
Many land buyers fall into the same costly trap, believing they can handle it on their own. But in Kenya, land isn't just bought, it's navigated. Without legal help, that journey can end in disaster.
Have a lawyer present, because having a lawyer present will help you go through the entire legal process in a smooth manner and in a manner that will ensure you're not defrauded or that you get actually a proper title of the land. Three main steps. We have the pre-contractual stage, the contractual stage, and the post-contractual stage. Now the pre-contractual stage is where now the due diligence aspect comes about. Other than searches, there are some things that we call pre-contract inquiry. You have to visit the property. Are there any latent defect? Are there any patent defects? A search cannot show or tell you if the property will flood years later, or if a property has been built on a riparian area or riparian land. Talk to the neighbors. Who is the true owner of this land? Once everything has checked out, you can now proceed and now enter into a contract. For instance, if you look at the Law of Contract Act, it provides that a contract for the disposition of land has to be in writing and witnessed by at least two people. In contract law, parties are bound by their contracts. The courts will rarely interfere with a contract that has been entered into by parties unless you can satisfy, there was undue influence, duress, there was fraud. After the contractual stage, before you register the land in your name, taxes. They say that there are two things in life that are certain: death and taxes. You have to pay stamp duty. An instrument for transfer of land, you have to pay stamp duty within 30 days. If 30 days lapse, you start accruing penalties. You see, now this starts becoming an expensive affair.
In Kenya, even paperwork can be a con. Forged title deeds circulate like currency, and some fakes look more official than the real thing.
So in law, you have an action. You can sue for specific performance. Other than the court system or litigation system or going to the courts, there's something also called alternative dispute resolution mechanisms, which you can also pursue. There's arbitration. So if a contract provides for arbitration, you go ahead and you arbitrate the matter. Mediation, you can also do negotiation.
Slowly but surely, new laws, dedicated courts, and digital systems are starting to clean up Kenya's land sector.
There have been many legal reforms. Now, for instance, in Nairobi, all property are being digitized. Urgent reforms were brought after the promulgation of the 2010 Constitution, because after that, it provided for the enactment of new laws to deal with land ownership. That was the Land Act, the Land Registration Act, and the Community Land Act, because there's also another aspect of land. And three different types of land. There's public land, private land, and community land. So these legislations came into place and new rules were put into place so as to try and curb a continuous land fraud. We also have a dedicated court touching on land matters. We have the Environment and Land Court. It's a specialized court to deal with land issues.
Buying land is not just about money. It's a legal process and sometimes a fight for truth. If done right, it can secure your future. If done wrong, it can cost you everything.
Dealing with land is very delicate. You need an expert to guide you through that entire process slowly by slowly and systematically to avoid any issues which will later on incur a lot of issues that could have been avoided in the first place.